Hey guys, Brian here with another video, and today I got something a little bit different for you guys. We're not going to be going to one spot, no. We're going to be going to 3 separate spots, and we're on the hunt for the best Christmas food shop that London has to offer. Now, the 3 wildly different spots, and I want your guys' opinion on which one you think is the best, so let's go explore them and see what we can find. Let's go. Now for our first stop, we are in the St. John's Wood area of London. Now this is an area northwest of Regent's Park. It's predominantly Jewish and American, and the reason why is because there's the American School of London here. You'll also find a bunch of French people here, but the first stop we're going to is fitting because it's actually a Jewish deli. Now it's been around since 1944, and it was owned by the Vogel family. It was in their family up until 2014 when they sold it to a loyal customer. Now you may have heard of Erewhon inside of LA, the place where people are going to spend $30, $40 on smoothies, $20 on water. There's a lot of influencer videos on it. This shop we're going to, Panzers, is the equivalent of Erewhon inside of London. So let's go check it out. You can usually tell you're in a fancy part of London wherever there's an Ivy. Now, I think the Ivy used to be like really, really good. Now it's a bit overhyped, but yeah, wherever you find an Ivy, you're gonna find wealth. So here we are at stop number 1. This is Panzers in St. John's Wood. Originally opened as a Jewish deli known for their bagels and smoked salmon. It was taken over in 2014 when one of their longtime customers actually took over, and they've done a bunch of upgrades since then. So let's go inside and check out what they have. You can see the American influence here. They got the Chick-fil-A sauce. Now, in Texas, we have Chick-fil-A's everywhere. They're always closed on Sunday, but now they're coming over to the UK. I've actually not seen the sweet and spicy sriracha sauce. I've seen the barbecue sauce, so that's cool to see. It looks like they don't have the original, but yeah, I love me some Chick-fil-A. Their ice cream selection is nuts. Look at these things. These look so good. Cookie dough, oatmeal cranberry, some snickerdoodle. That's very American. Wow, they got some nice things going on here. Looks like they got the little bars here that you can just grab and go. That's pretty cool. Of course, they gotta represent with the Jewish ones here. Looks like a little chocolate ice cream bar. This one looks good too. I'm not sure what that is. Now we're talking. They're shipping in a bunch of Mexican ingredients, and they also have the American ones. I haven't seen these in the UK, so it's really cool to see. They have the Bush's beans. That's really cool. Then they have a lot of the La Costina Mexican ingredients. Here we go. We got the Christmas and the Thanksgiving ingredients here. These are very American though. These are shipped in definitely. Got the jellied cranberry sauce, a staple at the American Thanksgivings. Got the Keebler graham crust pie. Everyone uses this for their pies. Sweet corn, the pumpkin pie puree. Stovetop. This is always what I use for my stuffing back in the US. So if you're an American and you're looking for Christmas or Thanksgiving ingredients, this is the place. And of course, you can't be a Jewish deli without having all of the different meats. Got the beef pastrami, smoked ham, mortadella, nice some steaks down there. And then of course the cheese selection. Look at that. Oh yes. Now this is what they're really famous for, is their smoked salmon. So we're gonna have to do another video sometime where we come back and try all the best bagels in London, because this will definitely be up there as one of them. But yeah, they sell a ton of this smoked salmon. The guy who's been cutting it has worked here for 23 years, non-stop. Yeah, we're definitely coming back to try these bagels. Look at this selection that they have. Smoked salmon and cream cheese, $7.95. That's gonna be the one we're gonna try next time. But they also have like a panini menu as well. They even have a sushi section in the corner here. This must be new since 2014, but they're serving up nice sushi. They have a nice section over here. It looks like you could get your coffees. We have a whole bunch of more Christmas treats over here as well. The panettone, that's the one we saw at Selfridges and Harrods. A bunch of other little snacks here. Very nice. They have your like grab and go desserts here. Looks like a company called Just Baked, but looks very, very nice. All these mini danishes, chocolate Swiss swirls. Oh, look at that tiramisu, that looks good. Oh my goodness, Biscoff. Massive, nice cakes. Then of course you have your bagels. We're not gonna do a bagel this time. We're gonna save that for the bagel episode, but This is what they're known for. They're actually sold out by a lot of the other ones because it's late in the day. But yeah, Jewish deli, doing their bagels, smoked salmon. We'll try one in the next episode. A funny story, while I was filming, this woman named Sonia, who was shopping in the store, asked what camera I was using. I told her and I mentioned what I was doing, and she goes, "Oh, do you want to talk to the owner? He's my husband, David." So suddenly I'm meeting David, and he's telling me all about the shop and their suppliers, and Sonia's telling me about all the events that they run. So you can tell that they honestly love this place, and it's showing in every corner of the store. Each store we're visiting today has their own tote bag, so remember them and tell us which one is your favorite. Now we've just wrapped up our tour of Panzers, and now we're in between Green Park and Piccadilly Circus, probably one of the most busiest areas you can be for Christmas time. But we're in front of the world famous Fortnum and Mason. It's been here since 1707, and they probably have the coolest Christmas decorations going on right now. Inside each one of the windows they have a little advent calendar going on, and everyone is stopping to see it. I want to get inside because out here there's a lot of pickpockets, and I'm a bit wary, and it's very, very busy. So let's go ahead and get on inside and explore this legendary place. Guys, this might have been a mistake to visit Fortnum and Mason in the night, but we had to see the advent calendar on the outside. But it is so busy. Let's see if we can even get inside. People are squeezing through the doors like sardines. Guys, it is so packed in here. I can't even begin to tell you right now. There's times where I can't even move, but we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can find. We're gonna make the best of a worse situation. Here you're just gonna find a whole bunch of specialty, like delicatessen stuff. Here they have the Fortnum and Mason lemon curd. It's very nice. But yeah, they have a whole bunch of stuff like this. They have jams, Morello cherry and chocolate curd. That sounds very nice. 10 pounds. Every time I get this stuff though, I only eat a little bit and never end up eating the rest, and it just sits in my fridge until it rots. So, passion fruit curd. Here you got like the honey tower, so many different types of honeys here. Done just wood sage honey. Welsh chunk honeycomb. Look at this. Wow, that looks decadent. Gonna last up to a year. How much is that one? 30 pounds for that bad boy. Not bad. That's a lot of honey. I mean, you gotta hand it to Fortnum and Mason. They have so many products. Now, I believe there's multiple floors to here, and I'm only on floor 1, but yeah, it's super busy. They have a ton of products. A lot of Christmas stuff going on. Let's see what more we can find. So it looks like we've stumbled on the advent calendar section. Here you can see one for 35 pounds. This is like a one and done though, so once you use it, you're not gonna be able to do it again. This one's a bit cheaper here, 22 pounds. All the different chocolate advent calendars. Oh, this one's cool. It looks like it's a tea advent calendar, if you're into tea drinking, but 150 pounds, that's wild. Wow, check this out. They got the Piccadilly House musical advent calendar. 200 pounds for it, but let's see what it does. Oh, I don't see the musical bit. Maybe it needs some batteries or something. But it's made of like solid wood. It looks pretty nice, but 200 pounds is pretty wild. I think you can reuse it every year. You got the Fortnum and Mason dog advent calendar. My sister would love this one. Let's see. This one doesn't sing though. This one 125 pounds. Very cool. More traditional advent calendar here with Santa, 95 pounds. You can reuse it though, so it's a one-off investment. A lot of the other ones are cardboard, which are a lot cheaper, and you only use them for one time a year. So this would be a good investment, I think. Here you got the mince pies. I've never really understood the mince pies craze in the UK. Not really about it, but yeah, Fortnum and Mason do them if you're after them. 12 pounds. So I think if you're coming to Fortnum and Mason's, you're gonna have to either come for the biscuits or the tea. These are like the go-to gifts that people get. So look at these clotted cream digestives. This is the famous blue that you'll see all over Fortnum and Mason's. Salted caramel biscuits. And these make really good gifts. 12 pounds, not bad. And of course, they got the Fortnum's famous tea. These are excellent gifts for anyone who's not in the UK. Kind of like a staple. Yeah, bring them this and they're gonna be happy. It's really, really good tea. Massive selection. So here you have an I Am musical tin. Looks like a nice little gift for somebody. I've wound this one up. You can spin it on the bottom and it plays music. Watch this, ready? So you can see it spinning and it's also playing music. Nice gift. Okay, we're leaving the first floor, which is more of the tea and the biscuits, and we're gonna go down to the basement and see what they have. I think it's more of the food hall and the wines. One of the things I love about Fortnum and Mason is they have this iconic staircase. I don't know if you can see it. I'll do a spin shot for you, but it runs up through the entire store. This fad has been around for a while now. You got potato chips in like these tin cans. This is the first time I've seen like these monster size ones. 27 pounds for some potato chips. That's wild. They have these like cheese jars. Traditional Stilton jar. I think there's cheese on the inside. I don't know if I'd get that. But 16 pounds, it's not bad because you get to keep the jar afterwards, but cool. They got a bagel bar here too. I didn't know that. It's like Panzers. We're gonna have to maybe add this one to the best bagels in London and try it out and see how it compares. But yeah, look at that. They got the smoked salmon, pastrami. Interesting. Today I learned. They've got a salad bar, pasta bar. It's kind of like Harrods and Selfridges in the food hall downstairs. I got excited. I thought it was a champagne tap, but no, it's just water. That's funny. So they sell the bottles here and you can refill your own water. Be cool if it was champagne though. Yeah, downstairs it seems like more of the food hall. You can get your wines down here, your spirits, cheese, butcher. Let's go ahead and go up to floor 1, the one above the ground floor, and see what they have going on there. So we're just on floor 1 now, and it looks like this is going to be like the homeware, tea set station, dishes, but they've also got a tote bag. What we saying, y'all? Does Panzer's tote bag win, or does Fortnum and Mason's tote bag win? I think the first one was more of a seasonal tote bag. This is more of their classic one here, so what do y'all think? And then they have this interesting lobster one as well. This is so fun. You have like these turkeys here and they open up, so I think you could put like the gravy in there. This one seems about the right size, but this one is a monster. Look at this. Wow. Comes with a ladle. Very cool. Wow. Now these are decadent. Look at this. This is going to be expensive, I can imagine. Yes, this is 255 pounds, but it has like a crystal top here. You'll keep that one for life. It is amazing. Although it's made in China though. These ones are going to be a little bit more expensive. These are 50 pounds a pop. I think that's the most expensive baubles we've seen so far. I feel like we should have included Fortnum and Mason in our like department store coverage, because I'm just looking at like the baubles and the Christmas setup here, and it's actually really, really good. Wow, I thought this thing was just for decoration, but it's actually for sale. I have it for $25.50. Sugar Plum Fairy. Very cool. So I'm just leaving the first floor, and it's a mix of like Christmas decorations and some Christmas food and snacks. Now I'm going to skip the second floor, and I'm going to the third or fourth floor, I think it is, for the Christmas hampers, because I do want to keep this episode focused on food. So let's see what they have. So here we are on floor 3, and as you can see, they have hampers here and then create on hampers, which is more of a Christmas thing. So let's go check that out. Wow, so look at this hamper. This is crazy. But yeah, it just kind of shows you all the selection you can get into with it. And then of course you got the famous basket. Just to give you an idea of the hamper and what it costs, 10 items is going to be 150 pounds. It's like you get like a bottle of wine, some cheese, biscuits. What is this one? Piccadilly? I don't know what that is. Maybe some mustard or something. Oh, it's a pickle. Some truffle chocolates, strawberry preserve, some wine, of course, different chutneys, and then the lemon curd, and of course the biscuits. I mean, it's cool. They have like a section here dedicated to getting your hampers done, so it must be big business for them. I think a lot of companies send them to gifts as well for like the end of the year. Hey, thank you for doing business with us. Let's go into the new year. So that's probably another thing that's making that business really, really good for them. So I'm just wrapping up inside of Fortnum and Mason, and yeah, I mean, it's nice if you want to go and get a gift for someone, or you're planning to get a hamper as a gift as well. The food store though, we've seen it. We've been to Selfridges, we've been to Harrods, and it was kind of the same. If you're looking for nicer alcohol, definitely go there. But Panzers had way more selection. But yeah, let's not stop here. Let's go to our third stop, and we're going to be heading over to the Chelsea area. So let's go. And here we are at our final stop. We are in South Kensington, and we're going to Partridges. Now, I just learned that they actually closed the one in Chelsea near Sloane Square, which I was used to going to, and now they only have this one left. So the reason they closed after 53 years of business is they wanted to move towards a more sustainable business model. So they just have this one left. I've not been to this one before, so we're going to discover it together. But this is where I've done my Thanksgiving shopping and some Christmas shopping before. So let's go inside and see what they got. Here you can get your freshly made soup or some sandwiches. Got the cannolis. There's a lot of really good stuff here. Look at these empanadas, the Scotch eggs. I've had a couple of these at the other location before. Steak and ale pie, that looks great. Bunch of different quiches. The anchovies, I'm not sure about that one. So here they also do the smoked salmon. I'm sure you can get some bagels as well, and they have all the Italian meats that you can ask them to cook. So it's a proper deli here. And they also do coffee. They've got the biltong. Selfridges had that as well. But it seemed nicely for Christmas. You got all the classic England teas here. These ones are more themed around the Queen. Fortnum and Mason was more of their own brand, but these have like the classic ones. Here you can see that the Diana tea. That's quite fun. Kate, the Queen. Then you got more of these Pandoro things. Must be an Italian thing, but they must sell out here because everyone has these. This one's tiramisu. That one looks good. Panettone. More advent calendars. Ferrero collection, 24. Yeah, it's a one and done though, so not like the ones at Fortnum and Mason. Got all the truffles. Got the Christmas set up here. All the nutcrackers. Fun little chocolates. Expensive though, 28 pounds. Oh, I think that's for the nutcracker, the big one there. Bunch of different chocolates and items. Nice stocking stuffers. Ah, yes. The Oh Say Can You See? They have an American section here as well. Looks like they have a little bit more options than they do at the Panzers location. Look, they have stovetop here, the stuffing again, blueberry pie, the graham, there's the Keebler one again, pumpkin pie spice, super popular in the US. The pumpkin pies and the sweet corn. Here's the Toll House. They have more options here than Panzers does, which is nice. Look at that. Marshmallows, the Betty Crocker. Oh, Sonic. Look at that. Sonic Vanilla Shake. Instant pudding. I don't know about that. Oh, that's cool. They have the Hot Ones Pringles. So they got two YouTubers represented in here. They got Mr. Beast and they got the Hot Ones channel as well. Popcorn, Jello, the Hershey syrup, Welch's Classic, Smuckers, Chick-fil-A sauce here as well, but they only got one. Oh, the Hidden Valley Ranch sauce. That's awesome. Everything Bagel, super American. Lowry's garlic salt, very, very good. Old Bay seasoning. They got the American stuff here down. I just saw that they have like the fruit roll-ups as well. They ship those over for sure. Jolly Ranchers. This stuff is not good for you, by the way. The weathers are so good. Love those. Bunch of different candies. Oh, Junior Mints. This was my favorite candy as a kid. I'm glad they have those ones. Butterfinger. Wow, what a throwback. I've not had that in years. And then the Swiss Miss. This very popular hot chocolate. Looking for a pickle in a pouch. They have that as well. Giant marshmallows. I can't eat marshmallows anymore, but I loved them as a kid. Got the American cereals, 12 pounds. That's wild. These are just full of sugar, not good for you at all. My daughter loves the Cheerios. So look at this, $13.49 for some Cheerios. That's wild. Got the American Ruffles, sour cream and onion. $10.49 though. They ship those over. That's why they're so expensive. And we got the Partridges tote bag for the finalists here. So which one's your guys' favorite? Is it the Partridges, the Fortnum and Masons, or the Panzers tote bag? Right, so we're just wrapping up our luxury food Christmas adventure inside of London, and yeah, let's break it down. I think that Panzers really had a very nice community feel to about it. It felt so alive. They had so many different things going on. They had the pizza bar, they had the food shop, they had the coffee shop, they had the deli, they had the sushi shop as well, and I loved meeting the owner, David, and his wife, Sonia, randomly. They were just asking me about my camera, and then yeah, we had a full-on conversation. He told me about all the different products they ship in. They have 700 different suppliers. It's pretty wild. And yeah, it just had a really nice community feel about it. They're hosting events all the time inside of there. They're having the Truffle Queen come in and cook a bunch of different dishes. Tonight they were having a jazz night, and it just felt so alive. So Panzers was really cool for that. And they had the American food, which I love. Then we move on to Fortnum and Mason. This is a staple. The outside was absolutely beautiful. Everyone was stopping and taking pictures. If you're going to look for a gift to get to people, get the tea and the biscuits, like that's why people are going. They had a whole bunch of Christmas stuff as well, but it's more of a luxury shop. You're gonna spend a lot of money when you're going there. And the food selection on the bottom was the same as we saw at Selfridges and Harrods. Like, there wasn't anything stand out on there. Maybe they had some like Stilton. They had the Christmas hampers, obviously, which is a big part of Fortnum and Mason's. They're very famous here, and it looks like they're doing a lot of business with that. So if you're looking for a gift, it's either the tea or the biscuits or the Christmas hampers. Go to Fortnum and Mason's, highly recommended. And then our last stop here in South Kensington was Partridges. And it's a smaller version of the one that they had in Chelsea, but it still had that magic. And they had a lot of American ingredients, which I really enjoyed, more so than Panzers. So that was fun to see. But they are expensive. They're shipping them over from the US. They also had the deli counter where they're doing a bunch of steak and ale pies. It's really good. So I think that each one is going to be a little bit different. If you're looking for more of like getting some quick food, come into Partridges, that's good. They also have some Christmas gifts available. But for me, the winner was Panzers. Hands down, love the place. Highly recommend going to visit it. How about you guys? What was your favorite shop we visited today? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe on the video. It helps the algorithm a ton. And I'll see you in the next video.